It's emergency Foundable weekend! Welcome, magical people, to Zealman's Wizarding World, your Wizarding Night Channel with a suburban twist. Yes, it's been a while since I recorded anything. Brilliant event has come and gone, and nothing to record, which is kind of odd. I have been busy though, busy doing the Taskforce Times articles. I would say that the latest version is waiting upon the March events list, but to be fair, I would be lying. I just haven't finished writing the articles yet. I'm also waiting on the events list. The Taskforce Time will very shortly be updated with the guide for this event. So taskforcetimes.news for any reminders of what is boosted, what family they are, and stuff like that. It has a permalink for the current running event, so save that permalink onto your home screen or your bookmarks, and it'll always be there. If you get stuck, use that same permalink. I always have the latest information for the latest event. So we have an emergency Foundable day. People are calling it a Red Shard Day event, but it's not, because Severes have red shards and they are not in this event. So it's an emergency only, which is groovy. It certainly fills in a couple of gaps in my registry. So we have a whole bunch of red shard Foundables, lots of XP floating around. Master notes will reduce Dawdle Draft brew time by 50%. Not that anyone uses Dawdle Draft nowadays. It's also increased by the Scotch Sulphureous Beans and Valerian Root on the map to help you with your brewing. As I say, Steam-Lows are far more effective than Dawdle Draft with emergency Foundables, but hey, what can you do now? Well, there's actually quite a lot you can do now. Brewing Stimuli potions. I've boosted my basics and my strongs quite well, and they work fine with emergency levels, so I won't need the potents. The potent ones I usually reserve for adversaries. As to if I'll be doing basic or strogs, I'll probably be banging out as many strongs as I can until I start getting low on snowdrops, and then probably start bashing out a lot of basics as well. I think quantity over quality may be the thing here, because there's not a huge amount of difference between the two once you boosted them up, and you just want more hits. Say more of them rather than higher quality ones. Brufio's Brain Elixir, if you're after the XP, if you're not already level 60, Brufio's Brain Elixir is a must to really get you through those levels. So I'm on the last few levels before 60. I'm in the 50 somewhere. I haven't really looked. I've also put the phone somewhere, so I have no idea. Also, trace tonics for those extra spawns, or if you just can't leave the house. Hopefully there'll be decent spawns, so if you can't leave the house, you'll be alright. Also, do a registry review, add grind. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So go through your registry and work out what is blocking you. Also, make sure your trace charms are fully charged. If you've been hammering brilliance with your trace charm, give it a few days to recharge itself. There are also nodes in the registry to give you more charges of the trace charm as well, so you can work on those. Also, if you have the gold gift, send out a whole bunch of gifts out of your collection, because you're going to be getting plenty of chests, and when you get the chests, you have a chance of getting a gold gift to give away. The problem is, if your gifts are full, to give out, and you've got a whole 30 odd of them, you will not be able to get the gold gifts. So I would suggest going on a giving frenzy and giving all your gifts out ready for the beginning of that weekend. This weekend. And yes, so yeah, don't miss out on those gold gifts. That'd be cool. We have no bundles for this event, which is actually quite surprising. Usually Niantic WB like to make a little bit of money on that side, but they have not. I guess it's kind of like a spotlight event, so they don't really do anything, but I mean, they could do. I mean, Refused Brain Elixir packages would be quite good. Also, extremely. So the Foundables, right, I gotta go through this. I'm gonna go through the list of Foundables, and then I'm gonna go through what I have in my registry and what I am going to do about it. So the Foundables are Ministry Employee Newt Scamander, Ruby's Hagrid, Tom Riddle, Professor McGonagall, Albus Dumbledore, Newt Scamander, Quidditch Captain Harry Potter, Hermione's Time Turner, the Whomping Willow, Horned Serpent, and Three-Headed Dog. So as a review, I suggest you do this as well. On the Ministry Employee Newt Scamander page, I have it on gold, but I am 2 away from getting a green star on Newt, so I'm going to prioritise that one. Ruby's Hagrid, it's gold and starred. Tom Riddle, it's gold and starred. Professor McGonagall, that's gold and starred. Albus Dumbledore, that one's gold and starred, so we'll just skip through those for now. We'll say, depending on how long you've been playing, it depends on the state of your registry. So, Newt Scamander, he's on a silver page. He is starred though. So I actually need to grind a Thunderbird and Alchemy, which is luckily available in the fortresses. So between now and Friday, I will be grinding the fortresses and getting as many Thunderbirds and Alchemies as possible. If I can get those up and the page prestige to gold, then I can get a whole new load of Newt Scamanders and hopefully get him on the green star. So that's my number one priority for the time leading up until the event. Quidditch Captain Harry Potter. That one's actually on bronze. That's my worst performing page. But he is starred, and I am stuck on the Goblet of Fire, which is an extraordinarily rare wild Foundable. So there's actually nothing I can do about Quidditch Captain Harry Potter, unless by some miracle a whole load of Goblet of Fires turn up. We would say grind these particular wild Foundables if they're rare. Well, it's just not a thing you can actually do. Hermione's Time Turner. I got gold on that page. That is also 2 away from a star, so that's a secondary priority. A bit like Ministry Newt. Whomping Willow, that is gold and 4 away from star. So again, that is another secondary priority. And Horned Serpent, that page is silver and starred. I need to grind Horned Serpent eggs on that one. That is basically my own laziness on that page. Because I never use Oddity Runestones for some reason. I think it's near the far right and I kind of forget about it of the registry. So yes, I'll be also grinding Horned Serpent eggs. Now being in the UK and having a rather damp climate, we do get a good decent amount of Horned Serpents. So that is second to the Newt Scamander. So I will grind the Alchemy and Thunderbird first. We'll see quite a lot of those. And if I do that, then I'll spend the remaining time on the Horned Serpent, just because I see more Horned Serpents in the wild. So that's how I'm going to prioritise that. Then finally with the 3-headed dog, which is gold and starred. We see loads of those around here. I don't know about you guys. So that is that. So first priority, Thunderbird and Alchemy. Second priority is getting Horned Serpent eggs. And I guess actually those two will probably be... I'm just going to go for everything during the event. If I start running out of energy and potions, then I will prioritise the ones that I need. Horned Serpent, Newt Scamander, and those few that are just away from the green star. So I suggest you do the same thing. View your registry, see what you need, see what you can do now. Do what you can do now. Then on the event day, you can go ham if you have no problems with energy. If you start suffering, running out of potions, start to prioritise what you need for your registry as well, and it should be good to go. In terms of tips and opinions, this is an event of kind of like 2 halves, really. So, completing the hard parts of the registry is 1 half, and grinding that XP, should you need it, is the other half. If you have completed your registry and are also level 60, then you can probably sit this one out quite nicely. It would be nice if you were level 60, you could actually see what XP you are above it, but it kind of sticks there. Review your registry and note any blockers, so you can grind those out before the event starts, so you've got a free run. You may have some, like I was with the Goblet of Fire, is a rare Foundable, and it's completely blocked me. There's not much you can do about it. I'll say you can't grind rare Foundables, right? You can't just make them appear out of nowhere. Unless you do go to an inn and use triple dart detectors. Triple dart detectors will give you the rarer end. So you may get lucky there if you can triple dart detector inns and go round and round and round and round. Before the event, you may get lucky. I might actually try that. I'll let you know on Twitter how that goes. Follow me on Twitter @Zealman. They have boosted master notes for Dawdle Draft. I must say, I wish it was extremely lows because they are way more effective on emergency foes. So yeah, I'll be bashing out basic and strong extreme lows, even probably during the event. I'll probably ignore the Dawdle Draft boosting unless I run out of snowdrops and I have nothing to brew that way. Then I'll probably put Dawdle Drafts on just to make them a little bit better than nothing, right? The problem with Dawdle Drafts is they only last 3 casts. And a certain persistent Foundables will take 11 casts to potentially disappear. So you need like 4 doodle drafts just for one severe Foundable if it's really playing up. So they're not really that effective. Whereas if you used a strong Stimulus, you're probably going to get it in, probably likely, if it's fully boosted, get it in your first hit. But of course, you can make doodle drafts and use those on your priority Foundables based upon your registry review. If you have the spell energy and resources, saying this is probably the best time ever for spell energy, especially if you can get out, put on that Brufio's Brain Elixir, spin up a trace detection, go for a walk, even if it's just for the XP, use those trace charms as well, just to get the extra. If you have spell energy or potion issues, if you start running low, which you probably will at some point, then start picking your targets based upon your registry review, prioritize your trace charm based upon your registry review. Use them on the one you need most of, because it's quite likely it's going to duplicate that particular one. Usually right on top of the one that you've hit. So I usually do a trace charm, they spawn, and I hit the same one that I drop the trace charm on, and then I get that twice, most of the time. And that's about it, really. It's quite nice. This is quite a nice little event. It's nice to tidy up the oddballs that I can't complete, and yeah, should be quite casual, not a rush too much. Let me know what you think about this event in the comments below. I'll give you a shout as well. I always read them because, well, it's a small channel, I don't get too many, so it's not too hard to read them all. Any questions and stuff as the event begins will go in a pinned comment below. Usually, so we don't know the spawn rates and stuff like that, so we don't know how balanced it is. So we'll see how that goes. Also, check out the Taskforce Times.news. So it has the event page on there for any currently running events. So the basic information will be there on how it works. And then if there are any odd things, such as not needing to complete the Alohomora charm to get the Alohomora tasks, like we had in the Brilliant event, those drop in there as well. It doesn't have advice, and I do that deliberately, because it's supposed to be a quick reference, it's supposed to be very concise. But if there's an oddball like that, I do drop that on there as well for people to see. And I've been on Facebook, and there's mad people that say, I never managed to complete the event because of the Alohomoras. And I'm like, oh man, if you just watched like the video and read the pig comment I put on there, or if you'd gone to Taskforce Times.news, it would have told you that you don't have to complete them. I think me and a number of other people were on a whole bunch of Facebook groups and Reddit posts just saying, don't complete it, just do the thing, just do it till it says time out, and then do it again and again and again. But anyway, such a shame people don't actually try and research these events. And it's really hard because you'll say it in a video and they're not going to watch it, because you know they're not going to watch it because they're not doing the research ahead of time. So you're like, it's so frustrating. You're out there and you're like, oh, well, man, if you just listened to what I said, you'd be fine. Anyway, I digress. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. Hit notification bell so you get alerted when things go live. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at @thezealman for random comments that I like to make online. Instagram for some AR picture things. And don't forget to brush up on your spells. Get your ones ready because it's tonight.